So you got a road trip coming up and you want to keep your wellness routines in check. Pilates is one of the best things you can take with you on your road trip. Hi, I'm Lesley Logan, co-founder of OnlinePilatesClasses.com, and I actually love road tripping. My husband and I do it multiple times a year, but when you go on a road trip, life is a little different. You wake up at different times than you normally would, you sleep at different times, and you sit a whole lot longer. And so having a workout and wellness routine that you can take with you on the road is essential for reducing back pain, keeping your energy up, and also making the road trip even more fun.
Welcome to OnlinePilatesClasses.com, the most supportive Pilates-loving community across the globe. Enjoy new weekly classes from our amazing teachers. Download the OnlinePilatesClasses.com app today.
So if you're watching this because you've got a road trip coming up or you're planning one, let's first talk about the benefits of Pilates because you already know how exciting your road trip is going to be. Pilates is a strength-based workout that is designed to balance your imbalances. So what's tight is going to become loose, and what is loose is going to become strong. And the more you have a balance of your imbalances, the less likely you are to have injury, which means if you're on a hike on your road trip or there's some cool adventure you want to pull off to the side of the road, you can trust that your body is going to be able to handle a lot of adventures because you will have a nice strong center. It's going to keep you from being in your lower back. It's also going to make sure that when you're on a hike or on uneven surfaces, you actually have the ability to recover from a misstep. In fact, I love to say that Pilates helps us fall better because the truth is we are going to trip from now and then, and also on a road trip, it's just not your normal routine. And so when you're doing a Pilates practice that's consistent, it actually will allow you to recover from a fall. So when you do Pilates, you will have options of equipment, but the mat practice specifically is something you can take with you wherever you go, especially on a road trip. All right, so road trips are magical. The pictures that you'll post are going to be amazing memories that you'll have for a lifetime. But there's also a lot of places in between all those beautiful adventures that are just not as exciting. The amount of times you have to get in and out of your car, depending on the size of your car, if it's your normal car, it's a lot of twisting. The amount of hours on the actual road in that seat, not always ideal, especially for me. When we go on our road trips, I have to make sure I have something behind my back to help support my lower back because it could be 5 hours behind the driver's seat of the car, really focus on where I'm going to go. And then you get out of the car and you're supposed to be active and ready to go. And so there's having a body that can keep up with all of the activities you want to do on a road trip, and then also being able to sit for long hours without your legs falling asleep, without your back aching is really, really key. So most people are familiar with Pilates on a reformer or even on the other piece of equipment. They may have heard about Pilates on the mat. And the thing is about the mat work itself is you don't have to do all of the exercises to have that practice come with you. There are many exercises you could do standing up, lying down, and a mat you can take with you, just roll it up and throw it into the car. So it's really, really simple having that mat practice on the road. What's amazing about a mat practice is that you can actually use it to wake yourself up in the morning. You can pull your mat out and you can actually do the 100 and the ab series and your side leg kicks and your single leg kicks and your push-ups and really get this full body strength and stretch, which is amazing after you've camped out for a night. Sometimes you got aches in new places. Or you can actually do it at the end of a hike so that you don't just get into a car and let all of that lactic acid from that amazing hike settle in your body. You can do a mat practice really quick, move all of that around, support your core, strengthen your back, and then get into the car and take your travels with you. So equipment that you want to take with you while you travel, you want ideally a mat that's about 8 to 10 millimeters thick. That is going to be effective for doing Pilates on the road. It'll also help you if the ground is a little hard or if you have to be on more of a sidewalk or concrete. 8 to 10 millimeters is perfect for that. If you can, I would also bring a TheraBand. TheraBands are really great. They don't take up a lot of space, so that you can just even roll it up inside of the mat. And light weights, 1 or 2 pounds is going to be really helpful because then you can use those to help ground your upper back and strengthen your shoulder girdle while you're doing some of the Pilates mat exercises. Now, if you don't have room for that, because I know what it's like to have to pack everything into a car at once, then what you can use would be an old pair of leggings or a towel in place of a TheraBand. You also can do a standing workout. So here on this channel, we actually have a free 15-minute standing workout that requires no equipment whatsoever, or you can use water bottles for the light weights, which is really a lot of fun. So this is what a 10 millimeter mat looks like. You can see it's 2 colors, so it's 5 millimeters and 5 millimeters, but this type of mat is actually really effective for doing mat Pilates on the road. So this mat is a yoga mat that's really easy to travel. You can actually fold it up. It doesn't take a lot of space up, but you can see how thin that is. It's not going to be ideal for doing Pilates because when you have to lie on your back, you're going to feel every rock, every pebble. It's basically like you're on the ground. So I don't recommend this. If you can't have that 8 to 10 millimeter mat in your road trip packing with you, then do a standing Pilates workout like the one we have on this channel. Personally, I like a thick TheraBand. I like a heavy duty one because they're really helpful for grounding your shoulders. You can actually pull it underneath your body so that you can actually pull your shoulders wide on your back. My mat at home has handles, which makes it really easy for me to do overhead exercises. Having a TheraBand gives you something to pull apart, or like I mentioned, a light pair of weights. That's going to help you out a lot. If you don't have access to one of these, an old pair of leggings is going to work, or a yoga belt. It won't have the same give as this, but will give you something. You also, especially if you have some tight hips from traveling, having the TheraBand to do single leg circles with or corkscrew with really does help open up those hips when you've been on the road sitting for a long period of time. All right, so one of the reasons I love Pilates for on the road and really just in life in general is a Pilates mat routine already includes a warm-up. It already has a core strengthening exercises. It works your back. It stretches in each exercise while also strengthening other parts of the body. So you have your full workout, and even if you only do 5 exercises. So some of the things you can look at are our standing workout that I've already talked about. You could just be literally at a picnic table and you can do this. We also have a wall workout that you could do if you're at a rest stop. That would be really amazing to do. It's going to really help make your back nice and tall. You'll be able to stretch out some things that are tight after a long day on the road. If you want to nerd out and actually understand how these exercises work, my fullbodyin15.com series is where you want to go. So it's fullbodyin15.com. It's a 3-part series. Each workout is only 15 minutes. It's a full body workout with the warm up, the stretch, and the strength. But I also go over how to do each exercise so you can watch that before you go on the road and really enjoy that 3-part class wherever you are on your road trip. All right, so some more tips for taking Pilates with you on your road trip. First of all, you want to be flexible. Road trips have schedules and it gets a little crazy. So you may not be able to do your Pilates exactly when you said you want to, but make sure you get it in each day. I promise you will make every single day of your road trip so much better. Also, drink lots of water. I know that doesn't sound like it has anything to do with Pilates, but I promise you, you will feel better in your body if you are drinking plenty of water and staying nice and hydrated. And lastly, take regular breaks. Even if you don't do a full Pilates workout, maybe just do one exercise where you're pumping the gas. I am notorious for doing some standing Pilates exercises while the gas is pumping. But take breaks, not just for your eyes, but also for you to actually be present with where you are, feel the air around you, and also be able to feel what's going on in your body. And we'll let you know which exercises to make sure you omit and which ones to make sure you incorporate on your next Pilates practice. And finally, I'm so excited for you. Road trips are amazing. And as long as you're prioritizing your self-care, not just on the road trip, but also when you get back from the road trip, you are going to have an epic time. You're going to come back from your trip feeling rested, relaxed, and also stronger than when you left. So please enjoy doing your Pilates practice on your road trip. And you know what I would love? I would love for you to tell me how you use your Pilates. In fact, if you take a picture on your road trip, you can tag me in. I would love to celebrate you doing Pilates on your road trip. I love to answer any of your questions. So if you've got any questions that came up from this, or you went on your road trip and tried to incorporate Pilates and you struggled with anything, please let me know in the comments below. I go live every single Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. You can join me there while I answer your questions. I would love to get to know you more. And if you'd like to have new Pilates workouts to take with you on every road trip, go to onlinepilatesclasses.com/YouTube. We drop a new mat workout every single week that you can take with you wherever you go. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.